Her work reminds me of being a boy in the woods. It's a shame more people won't see it, considering Arlington sacked the residence program. That's what brings me here, Mrs. Ratliff. I have something of an idea. Weeks turned into months in Gray's Perch. Joseph and Corinne had yet to close the wide gap between them. In fact, they lived something like separate lives. Joseph worked. He didn't know what else to do. He felt trapped in his home, cornered by his swiftly failing marriage and the presence of Norma and Oscar. Not to mention the weight of discovery. How different life had been just months ago. How simple. His birthday party had been planned for weeks, but Joseph had no desire to celebrate himself. How could he? It was easier to distract and listen to the merriment through the floorboards. What was another year? What was being a bit older when nothing was right? Did you intend on being rude to your guests? No, I didn't intend on having guests at all. What do you think? I think it's a wonderful idea. I'm pleased, and Irma, we should see this property, shouldn't we? Across Ravenwood, Ida, Irma, and Corinne went to visit the building Corinne hoped would be the jewel of her dream. Thornton didn't see her vision. A dilapidated old-school house. It wasn't even electrified. But Corinne could see it as clearly as anything, and she had a particular way with words. If she couldn't persuade with them, well, she would simply pursue her ambitions alone. Alone was quite the norm for her these days. Though Corinne wasn't entirely alone. But there was someone in Gray's Perch who was alone, or felt he was at least. His mother tried to help him with his schoolwork, but she hardly had time to sit and play. He sat alone, ate alone, missed the Foleys and their house full of children. There were children here at the Ratliffs, but Oscar never played with them. He just listened sometimes. Sometimes he watched, like when the Ratliff girls played Sunday for tea. Even their cat came to tea, but never him. Oscar was allowed to roam the house and grounds. Mrs. Ratliff said so, but it only made him lonelier, especially to come across scenes of their family enjoying. He wanted to go back to Brindleton, but his mother said no. It was just too lonely. Why did she send for him at all? There hadn't been boring school at the Foleys, and there had been games and fun. I want to go home. It was ugly what Joseph had done. Ungrateful and brute came to mind. How had he left a child to be lonesome in his house? Oscar, may I help you with that? I'm a teacher. I could be of some use. All right, Mr. Ratliff. Call me Joey.